You're watching Hot Rod Madness.
If you've ever been blinded by the chrome of a classic ride, felt the rumble of a big block motor, dreamed of building, owning, or driving a classic car, muscle car, or heart-pounding street machine, you've got it. Hot Rod Madness. At Hot Rod Madness, we believe every car has a story, whether it's a weekend cruiser or a trophy-winning classic. Here to bring you those stories is your host of Hot Rod Madness, Tim the Milkman and the Milkman's Baby, along with the Hot Rod Madness crew.
All right, Bill, how are you, sir?
Fine, how are you?
Hey, man, thanks for coming out to the show.
Oh, glad to be here.
It appears we have a few veterans at the show today, and I'm guessing you're one of them, right?
Yeah.
I'm looking at this military Jeep, and this thing is loaded, people. I mean, loaded, really. I mean, you got, looks like authentic ammo across the seat and all that stuff. Oh, man, what year is this Jeep?
This is a 1963.
Okay, wow. You know, I'd have guessed it was older than that.
Yeah.
Because it's such period correct here. You got all this stuff that goes with it.
Exactly.
That's pretty cool. Step a little closer and let's check it out a little further.
Okay.
Wow, I'm looking at some major firepower here, man. What you got on this thing?
Well, starting with the small stuff first, we got an M16 here. This was the standard arm of the infantry soldier.
Okay.
And this is the M60. This was the what they call the hog because it used so much ammo.
Mm-hmm.
But this was your friend if you were in trouble.
Oh boy!
And a lot of guys carried these. And
now you got one that you actually fire and target shoot with?
No.
Okay.
This is simulated only. All the weapons are simulated.
Gotcha.
And,
All right.
And then we got the 50 caliber there. That's what they call the Maldus. That's an M2 HB.
Man.
Fires a 50 caliber round about 3 miles.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's a 50 caliber round across the seat there,
Exactly,
right?
exactly. That's a 50 caliber belt of ammo there.
Wow, for those that hadn't seen a 50 caliber shell there, the things are huge, man.
Yeah.
What is that, 5 inches long? The thing's... There we go. Wow. Man.
And the weapon, it fires about 450 to 500 rounds per minute.
Oh yeah, the whole that 50 cal there?
Yeah.
It fires, that's a lot of rounds.
Yeah, it is. Especially when you have to carry them because they're heavy.
Yeah, see, these are already dotted. You can't fire these, right?
Right, that's correct.
That's good. I wouldn't
correct.
want to get hit by one. That's for dang
Right.
sure. Man, I'd have a bad day.
These are the hand grenades that they used during Vietnam. This one is called the baseball. They used 3 different ones. At the beginning of the war, they used what they call the pineapple,
Okay.
left over from World War II in Korea. Then they went to this one called the baseball. And then later in the war, they went to the one they call lemon. It's shaped like a lemon, a little easier to throw than the baseball here.
A little easier to throw.
Yeah. This is the steel pot that everybody had, the ubiquitous steel pot.
Mm-hmm.
This was the P-38 can opener. This is the one I actually carried in Vietnam. I was in the Air Force. And
Really?
I got the easy side of it. I rode on C-130s. I was a C-130 crew chief.
Okay.
But we still ate the sea rations and everything like you see in those brown boxes.
Oh, that's what that is, huh?
Yeah.
All right.
And
Sea rations.
my favorite was Beanie Weenies.
Yummy.
Yeah.
Yep.
And this is the field pack, like the guys would carry into the bush a lot of time. This is the machete here. This was the folding handle E2.
Okay.
And
all right, you can.
it folds into 3 pieces, or not 3 pieces, but in three ways here.
Let's see. You can dig your way to China right quick.
Yeah.
With a handy shovel.
And that's got a real sharp edge on it, so you could use that to slice and dice with.
Oh wow.
And
okay. Now, was that your pack when you were?
No, it's my pack now.
Okay.
In the Air Force, we didn't carry packs, like I said.
Okay.
As a C-130 crew chief, I was fortunate enough to be able to carry my stuff with me in the airplane. You know, I didn't have to hump it on my back like these.
Right. Oh yeah.
Like these guys did.
Wow. Okay, you got some radio equipment here.
Yeah, these are the RT-524, and these are the antennas for them.
I see.
And they used another radio that was very popular, and it was carried on the guy's back. It was a PRC-25 or a PRC 77.
Okay.
And depending on what radio you had, depending on who you could talk to it with it.
Wow, that's amazing, man.
These are the
oh yeah, what
these
you
are
got
the
there?
bandoliers that they carried.
Yeah.
When you're carrying the M16.
Okay.
And they carried these around with them for quick reloads.
All right.
And this was the ubiquitous boonie hat that everybody wore in Vietnam.
Gotta have that.
Gotta have that.
Yep.
And this is the gas mask that we use in Vietnam. And
this guy's loaded, people. He's got everything on this Jeep, fully equipped.
This is it.
All right, you can't get gassed with that.
Right, and the reason normally that they carried them in the bush or whenever they did carry them was because of the CS gas that they would throw into tunnels or throw into areas there, and naturally if the wind's blowing toward you, it's just going to blow it right back on you.
Yeah.
So,
now, what are some of the effects right quick on that gas? What did it do to you?
CS gas would make you puke, burn your eyes, and other...
Just make his dog sick, wouldn't it?
Yeah, as a matter of fact.
Some nasty stuff, man.
Yeah, it is.
Wow, did you ever get a whiff of it?
No, just in training. We got just your standard tear gas and stuff in training.
Yeah, I see. Okay. I had to ask, man.
Yeah.
Hey, you know, I have no clue about this stuff, so, you know.
Hey,
I
learn if you don't ask.
I learn something new every day doing this stuff, and I get to meet people like Bill. And you got more stuff.
This is called the web gear. This is what all the soldiers wore. They had their canteen. They could carry 3 magazines in here and 2 hand grenades.
Okay.
And these, like I mentioned before, was the baseball type hand grenades.
That's a lot of stuff to have to keep up with, and he knows it well.
And they didn't carry it all at the same time necessarily. It depended on what their mission was, to how long they were going in the bush. It was all, you know, factored on what their mission called for.
Amazing.
But what I've done is put all this stuff together to show all that they have. Also, I didn't talk about the flak jackets. These are 2 flak jackets right here.
Okay.
These are not bulletproof like they have nowadays called body armor, but these were flak jackets, F-L-A-K. And basically they were for shrapnel, anti-shrapnel vests. And the Marines had some that had heavy plates in them, and they didn't like those. They would take the plates out, but these right here have the ballistic material in there.
They got to be heavy too, right?
They are somewhat heavy. And
so like if a grenade goes off next to you, if you're wearing this vest, that might help protect you?
It would help. The blast effect of the grenade would probably do more damage than well, the shrapnel and the blast effect. But this is for the happenstance shrapnel that might come your way.
Okay.
And it's fully covered in the back, and in the front it's like a vest, and it zips together.
All right.
But it was state of the art back then, but it's low tech now.
Now, what powers this Jeep? You got an inline 6 there?
No, it's a 4-cylinder overhead valve Hercules engine.
All right.
72 horsepower, runs on regular gas.
Okay.
And it's got a 4-speed transmission.
You got to keep it simple to get through the jungle or the forest or the desert, whatever you might be needing it for.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
That thing actually has, what's that, windshield wipers there?
Got windshield wipers.
Okay, so there's a top for this Jeep at some point in time.
There is, and it's like this
one here. This one here.
Yeah,
all right.
And it comes on down into the back. It's got the side curtains and everything.
Okay,
if you need those.
now that's another whole story there. Hey, we'll get that one next. That belongs to your friend here. All right, sir. Okay, well, I appreciate you showing us yours.
Thank you.
Now we're going to do his.
Enjoyed it.
That's very educational.
Have a good day.
We thank you.
That's what it's for. It's to educate our young people that don't know about Vietnam.
Yeah.
And it's to give the old vets a brief thought of you know, how they serve their country in Vietnam.
Well, all right.
Because every one of them that was in Vietnam knows everything that's on this Jeep.
Bet, just like you do. Wow, it's amazing. Well, we at Hot Rod Madness, we honor you, sir, for what you did.
Thank you.
Thanks for
it was
serving.
an honor to serve our country.
All right, sir. Now we're going to check his out. Okay. All right, now we're with Lewis. This is Bill's buddy over here. He's got an authentic Jeep as well. Man, what year is your Jeep?
This is a 1967 Ford.
A 67 Ford?
Yeah, Ford. Ford made quite a few of them.
Okay, all right. I'm not familiar with them, so you're gonna have to fill me in, sir. It looks like your Jeep's loaded as well. We love the veteran stuff you got packed all in this. So what powers this one?
The engine is it's a 55 horse engine. It'll run about 60 miles an hour, but most of the time you cruise around 45.
All right.
This one's picked up fixed up as a military police. We try to make them look a little different instead of having the same weapons on, you know, to give a little variety.
Gotcha.
One of the reasons I fixed it as a military police, when I got it, bumpers was military police bumpers, was the unit that it was in, and that's the reason I did that.
Okay.
And
all right, we got a siren on here. Does
yeah,
it work?
I got a siren. Yeah, it works. I got a red light up there on the back of it also, a rotating beacon.
Cool.
And we
military police.
Yeah.
All right.
We go to parades, car shows like this.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And
oh, we'd love to have these roll up in our cruise in over there on Fairburn Road.
yeah, well, maybe we'll try to make it over there.
Yes, sir. That would be great. This is cool. All right, got the Ford 4-cylinder in this one. It powers it. Full four-wheel drive, I'm guessing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Everything on these Jeeps are interchangeable with each other, you know.
Oh, wow.
Everything fits the other one, you know.
Okay. All right, that's cool. Yeah, so you got your digging shovel here. You got a rifle. No, that's a shotgun there. All right.
I got it's a trench gun. They use these things ever since World War I, all the way up through Vietnam.
Okay.
And
is that 12 gauge? What is it?
Yeah, it's 12 gauge.
All right.
And they use these a lot for garden prisoners and what have you.
Of course, nothing gets the job done like an old 12 gauge.
Right. And of course that's the 45 with the boonie hat. And let's see, we got back in the back we got a Thompson machine gun, which they used early on in Vietnam. Most of them went to the South Vietnamese.
Okay.
Especially when the M16 came out and pretty much replaced it.
I see.
And that's an M79, they call it a blooper. It's an M79 grenade launcher, and that's the shell that it uses. It uses high explosive or different type of...
Man, you'd hate to get hit by one of those.
It would hurt.
Ooh, man.
And we got the M16, that's an early night vision on there. Of course, the night vision they use nowadays is, you know, so much far advanced. This was very early on.
All right.
And helmet with my old pack of Viceroys that I used to smoke.
Wow, okay.
And I found them, I was cleaning out the attic, and I found those things that I brought it back with me from Vietnam. And
stick them in the helmet.
Quit smoking.
Yeah, stick them in the helmet because you don't smoke anymore.
Stick them in the helmet. And
yes, sir. Well, all right. Wow, man. Got to honor you too, sir. Thanks for serving for our country here, buddy.
Thank you for coming by.
We honor you fellas, and like I say, get the flyers, get the information, and come see us with these Jeeps at our cruise in, man.
We'll do it.
We'd love to have you.
We'll both be
Josh,
there.
how are you, bud?
Thanks, sir. Good to meet you.
Wonderful day for a car show, right?
Absolutely.
You know, I'm a big fan of the panel vans and delivery trucks.
That's right.
Man, and you got a really nice one here.
I
This thing's
appreciate it.
so cool. It's an international.
That's right.
You don't see a lot of these internationals around
sir,
at the shows. What year is this one, Josh?
It's a 39 International panel truck.
39.
Yes, sir.
And you use it to advertise Loud Security Systems.
That's right.
Okay, where'd you get the name Loud?
John Loud's the owner. His last name just happened to work out just right.
The guy's name is Loud. How about
That's
that?
Right. Can't miss that. I can't miss him either. He's his personality and everything.
Yeah,
so.
gotcha. Okay. Well, that's pretty cool.
Absolutely.
All right, so what powers this thing, man?
We got a 350 big block motor in it. Runs great.
Yeah.
Idles well. About to get it refurbished soon, get it replaced up and
Okay.
running, but it's a good little truck to run around in.
Hey, it's like my truck, man. You can tell you use this one.
That's right.
Drive it. It's a driver, folks.
That's right.
Love to see the drivers, though, man.
Well, I appreciate
That's how you enjoy these things.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'm looking at some Edelbrock stuff here. Edelbrock valve covers and a breather. You got the AC on this thing?
We have a aftermarket AC in it.
Yeah.
That's built into it, so it's nice and comfortable to ride around in.
Shoot, yeah.
Got plenty of space in the back for our event tents and everything we use for products, so it's good.
See, I wouldn't mind having one myself.
That's right.
Tote all our equipment with.
That's
That
right.
is pretty cool.
So you got plenty of space. That
Not
makes
bad.
it great.
All right.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, man. Is that a vinyl top on this thing?
Absolutely.
Is it? Okay.
Nice, and got it repainted about 15 years ago. It was a solid blue color originally, and John Loud, the owner, got it repainted, and it's all hand painted labels on the sides and everything. So it really is a good truck. We enjoy it.
15 years ago, huh?
That's right.
Wow.
So we're out of Kennesaw now. We do home security and video surveillance.
Yeah.
So it helps us just come out and get in the community and enjoy seeing everybody.
All right. Well, you're now invited to our cruise in as well.
I appreciate it very much.
Yes, sir. We'd love to see this thing roll up.
Yeah, absolutely. We enjoy it. So I enjoy getting to driving around for the company, and it's a great perk.
That's cool. Nothing better to advertise your business with.
That's
than
right.
A vintage panel van.
That's right.
That is awesome, man. This is
Well, thank you.
fantastic. Love it.
Well, I appreciate you.
I got to take a peek at the interior, man. Come on
Okay.
over here. check this out. Now you got custom interior in this as well, right, Josh?
That's right. So the original gentleman we got it from already did the inside work. We just kind of changed the flavor on the outside. But
can I open the door and take a peek?
Absolutely. Help yourself.
I gotta check this out, folks. All right, there we go. Oh, nice.
It's definitely a user. We definitely keep it running all the time, so it's always a work in progress.
Love it. You don't trailer it.
That's right.
All right, look at that, a custom shifter there. And it's automatic, right?
That's right. Yeah. Yes, sir.
That's a cool looking shifter.
That's right.
I don't think I've seen one quite like that.
Yeah.
All right, that's nice.
So we enjoy
Very
it.
Cool. Yes, the cool factor is really up on this thing, man.
That's right. Take a look at the back if you'd like. It's
oh,
nice
sure.
and
Open
wide.
up. Yeah, open up them back doors and we'll look in there. Yeah, whoever did the interior did a good job on it. As I'm looking at the overhead here, that looks great. Smooth.
Take a look at the back. We got plenty of space for getting around in. Plenty of space to. We got an extra third boat seat in here, so it helps to just have an extra passenger occasionally. So.
Plenty of bottled water here.
Yeah, helps.
Oh shoot, I might get one from you in a minute.
Yeah,
It is kind of hot out here. Very nice, man. Somebody did a good job on the interior. Love the patterns down each side in there. Wonderful. Was that tweed?
Yep, that's nice right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, sure is. Well, all right, Josh.
Did a custom job. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, love the way they molded in the rear panel there. Cool.
Thank you, sir.
Well, all right, Josh. Thanks for showing it to us.
Nice meeting you. I appreciate you. Come by and see us.
Yes, sir. We'll see you at the cruise in and see you around the show.
Yes, sir.
Have a good afternoon, sir.
Thank you very much.
Oh, now there's a setup you can't do without. Hey, man, check out this club here. Hey, what's your name, sir?
My name is Ben Salazar,
All right,
and I'm from
club.
Landlow Car Club from Marietta, Georgia.
Cool. Very nice, man. I see you brought some cool rides here.
Yeah, we brought out some rides to enjoy the car show here today. Being that it's a Creepers car show, it's a big recognized show here in Atlanta.
It is.
And, you know, I like to be part of it, and probably every year, and we're going to be inviting them out to our side of town with the Lowrider end of it, you know, so.
Cool. You're the president, right?
Yeah, yes, sir.
All
I am.
right.
Yes, I am.
How long has this club been going on, man?
We started this club back in 1993.
All right.
Yeah, so it's
They've been around quite a while.
Yeah, we're the oldest car club here in Georgia.
Wow.
And you know, just we're still hitting switches and still doing the same thing and keeping it up, you know.
Very cool. And something else I thought was very cool is the power plant in this thing, man.
Oh yeah,
Is that that 409?
Actually, no, it's a 348 tri-power. It's got 3 deuces in it.
Yeah, I see.
And it's a 1960 Impala, convertible Continental Kid, and you know, it's been left alone as an OG car, all original.
All right.
For the fact that it rides so smooth, you know. One day we might throw some switches on it, but you know, I'm debating on it because it just rides so smooth.
Yeah,
you know?
I hear you.
Runs really good, and it's got a healthy power plant in it, and I can probably get beside a muscle car and, you know, match up to it. You know.
Man, that thing is beautiful.
Thank you, thank you.
All right, I'm guessing that's the factory color, right?
Factory color. It's called Cascade Green.
Okay.
Cascade Green on true spokes, 13x7s.
Yeah.
Rag top, and like I say, you know, it's been refurbished, you know, from the time that I got it.
What a cruiser, man.
Thank you, thank you.
Looking beautiful, dude.
Thank you.
I love it, man. That is awesome. And I see your buddies brought theirs.
Yeah,
And,
this is Cuauhtemoc right here. This is the next car. Is one of the other cars that we built in Landlow.
Yeah,
this is one of the Landlow icons.
Okay.
Built as early as 1993.
I can tell because the way it's setting. This thing here probably jump around pretty good.
It does jump around. It's got original setup, a Pro Hopper setup from back in the 90s.
Wow.
Early 90s.
And one of these fellas over here owns it, right?
Actually, yeah, it's family owned.
Okay.
Family owned, and this is my brother.
Point him out. Which one owns this?
Joe.
Joe. All right, let's talk to Joe for a second. Hey, man. Who came up with the paint scheme on this thing? Joe. Joe, shake my hand, sir. Thanks for coming out to the show.
Thank you.
Who painted that? Did you?
No. Actually, Ben had a hand in that, but we had a custom airbrush artist do this. I'm not even sure if he's around anymore. It's been done such a long time ago.
It looks great.
Thank you.
Beautiful paint, man. Some kind of metal flake in that white.
It's got a little bit of metal flake in it, yeah.
Yeah. And
it's got some pearl.
Yeah, I'm guessing it jumps around pretty good because the front tire is about 2 foot off the ground now.
Actually, we're just trying to change the wheel out. No, just kidding. No, it has 3-wheel motion. It'll lift up on 3s.
I've never thought about it, but yeah, if you have a flat tire, you don't need no jack.
Yeah, that's right. Just lift it up and you're done.
All right. Cool.
But it's got the reverse hood on it, just as a little flare, you know, to show off some of the airbrush work.
It looks really nice standing next to Harlene Hazard. Yeah.
Sure does, definitely.
That is awesome, man. Wow. Beautiful, man. Maybe we can get you out here to do some trick floors and jump this thing around in the parking lot in a minute.
Maybe in a little while, yeah.
Okay, all right, no problem. And moving on down the line, I see your buddy here. Now, when I was dating my wife, I drove one of these 77 Monte Carlos.
Yep.
That was a sweet ride, and this guy must be the owner of this one.
Yeah, he can walk you through it.
Okay.
And show you everything.
All righty, moving right along. What's your name, sir?
Josue Trinidad.
All right, dude. Love the 77 Monte Carlo. It's always a favorite of mine. These things ride smooth as glass from factory, and it looks like you slammed this one a bit.
Yeah, just a little tiny bit. I mean, just adding a little bit of flavor to it. You know, street legal car. You can drive it every day. It's a daily driver, but you know, at the same time, it's got hydraulics on it.
Okay, that was my next question. Will it jump too?
It will. It's more like a custom car. You know, we don't try to abuse it.
Yeah, I know some of them you don't want to slam around too hard. You know,
yeah. This is just like a to get out there. You know, enjoy your day.
Nice
Sunday.
Cruiser.
And a chick. Have a chick right by your side.
I hear you. Oh yeah. All right. Okay, here, this looks like a Impala here.
No, that's a Chevy Caprice 85.
Caprice Impala. To me, they're the same.
They're the same makers.
Yeah, okay. Chevrolet stuff, man. Yeah, I'm a big fan of GM products.
The same.
It's a pretty wild scheme you got going on this one too, man.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. It's cool. What's your name?
My name is Edwin Chen King.
Okay, Edwin. What year is your Caprice?
85.
An 85 Caprice?
Yes.
And it looks like you got the switches hooked up on these ones.
Yes, sir, I do. We'll give you a show a little bit in a little bit. So.
All right, we'd love to see it.
You'll see it in action.
Okay. All right, sir. And there's another Monte Carlo here. I don't see the owner. Maybe we'll catch it.
He's from the different car club.
Okay.
He's right over there.
I understand.
That's the owner right there.
All righty. We'll find out what year his is. And by the stance it's up on.
It does have switches as well.
Yeah, it's got the switches as well. Wow. Okay, when you guys get together parading around, that's a show to look at there.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a sight.
It is. It's always fun to turn heads around, you know, when they see us coming down the street.
All
so
right. This guy owns that one.
Yeah, that's right there.
How are you, sir?
Pretty good. How are you?
What's your name?
Casey Sigala.
Okay, sir.
Yes.
What year is your Monte Carlo?
My car is a 1980 Monte Carlo. Yes.
Mm-hmm. All right. Yep, looks like you're sporting the switches and all in it.
Yes, 10 switches, up and down, side to side, back and front. So, yes.
How far can you get it off the ground, man?
I have the power switch to all the way off, but if I turn them on, I mean, it will hop.
It will?
It will hop.
Okay.
It will hop.
I understand.
Yeah, I got 8 batteries on the back, so.
Okay. You know, in a little bit, we're gonna get some volunteers out here to hop around a little bit.
All right.
Okay.
Sounds good. Sounds good.
All right. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
Thanks for coming out. man. I'm looking at a huge power plant and a little bitty car, man. What year is that MG?
Well, actually, it's a 79, but I got it's registered as a 74.
Okay.
I put the chrome bumpers on it.
Alright.
Used to have the black rubber bumpers on it and put the chrome on there.
Okay, being a hot rod guy myself, every now and then you see a vehicle just laying to the curb there and you go, hey, what's that look like with a 350 in it? So what cubic inch did you stuff in this one?
It's a 302 Ford.
Okay.
It's just a crate motor.
Yeah, you can put a Ford motor in yours.
Yes.
You know, that's pretty cool because usually you see the small block Chevys and stuff like this.
Yeah.
And that is pretty cool. He's got AC in there.
Oh yeah, gotta have AC.
If somebody would have told me MG with a small block and AC, I was like, man, there's no room in there for that. But somebody did a really good job putting this one together.
Just barely enough room.
Yeah, there's barely enough room in there. That is awesome.
Thank you.
I gotta ask, you ever get this thing out in front of your house and burn rubber?
Once or twice.
I want to know how squirrely it is when you stomp it, man. That thing will get up and go on it.
It will. It'll get down the road.
I bet. Okay, that is quite a build you got there, bud.
Well, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right. Did you you put it in there yourself?
Yeah, did the whole thing.
Okay.
Everything.
All right. What kind of transmission's behind it?
Well, it's all Ford running gear. It's got a Ford T5.
Okay.
And a 8-inch Ford rear end.
All right.
It's got a 4-link suspension in the rear.
Mm-hmm.
And the front is still stock MG. Just had a notched cross member.
Oh wow. Okay. So I'm guessing if you pulled too many wheel stands, the front end might squat with you with all that weight in it, right?
It might.
It might.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
What a ride, man. Yes. I don't think I've seen a MG yet with the...
Well, there's a few of them around.
Yeah. I imagine there is.
Very few, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool. So that's an 8-inch Ford rear end.
Right.
Did it fit right under there? Or did you have to cut it down?
It had to be narrowed.
Yeah.
It's got disc brakes on the rear.
Okay.
So it's...
All right. That is really cool.
Well, thank you.
It's a blast to drive that thing. It's like a go-kart, man, with a huge engine on it. That is awesome. Well, all right. Thanks for showing it to us today, sir.
I appreciate it. Thank y'all.
Enjoy the show, man. All right, fellas. Hey, man. Some cool rust rods here, dude. What's your name?
My name's Callahan Robertson.
Okay, man. You got the microbus here slammed on the ground with some rat rod stuff going on. It's okay to call it a rat rod, is it?
Oh, yeah. That's
okay.
what it is.
All right. This has got to be a buddy of yours.
Yeah, we live together.
Yeah, check out the bug, man. Okay, that thing's maybe an inch off the ground.
It's pretty close.
Do you ride like that all the time?
Yeah, all the time. A couple times a week at least.
Really? Okay. You might not be speed bump friendly.
No, we'll just ramp it.
Hey, man, what year is your microbus, dude?
It's a 66.
Oh, man, what'd you do? Drag this thing up out of a field and just slam it and get it running?
We pulled it out of the woods with a tractor.
That is cool. I'm loving it, man. I gotta tell you, the features on this thing, the open air windshield, rust or not, man, this thing is just awesome. I love it. How long did it take you to get it running, man?
I've been working on it on and off for about 3 years.
3 years? Okay.
Yeah, everything underneath it's brand new. It's been mechanically, it's all restored, brand new. It's just good and nasty on the outside.
Oh shoot, yeah. You gotta do it, man.
Oh yeah.
And no better to sport it with that. Man, that Mohawk's just awesome. It matches your car. Look, dude, I got a suggestion here. Put you an orange stripe right down the center of this thing. I'm just kidding, dude.
Mess up the patina.
Yeah, I don't know. It depends on how you lay a stripe on there. All right, dude with the bug over here. Okay, so I'm guessing you got some pretty extensive suspension modifications going on here.
It's not too bad.
Yeah.
Just a little lower than everybody else.
Okay, yeah, I'd say.
It's just drop spindles, some torsion down in the back. That's about it.
I call them reflector collectors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just ramp them.
Thanks. Barely off the ground, man. It's amazing how. Yeah, you hit bottom pretty often, don't you?
Yeah, I've lost my drain plug dragging it off before.
Oh wow.
And just put another one back in, filled it back with oil, and drove it off.
Okay, so it ripped it out. So did you rethread the?
Oh no, I just screwed another one back in.
Okay, you're good. All right.
It's holding oil.
Wow, this thing is barely waist high. That's really incredibly low.
Yeah, that's pretty low.
Man. Well, you know, it looks great. I like it.
Thank you.
Thanks for bringing it out and showing it to us, buddy.
Alrighty.
All right, the microbus is always cool, man. And I thank you, sir, for bringing that microbus out. That is awesome. You fellas have a great day.
Yeah, you too.
Hey, man, how you doing?
Well, how are you?
All right, sir.
Good to see you.
Man, that's really cool what you brought to the show today.
Well, thank you.
Hey, if you remember, folks, we did this guy back in a Dallas episode, was it?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, your King Midget.
Absolutely.
And this guy happens to be into micro cars.
Right, that's me.
And you got a micro little Roadster here. That thing is so cool, man.
This is a 32 Ford, but it's in 3/4 scale.
Yeah.
And it looks just like a full size, but everything's the same except it has a V6 and a 5-speed.
Wow. What did you take the V6 from?
It's just a generic GMC General Motors V6. It runs from 2.8 to 3.4 liters.
All right, that ought to tote that little thing pretty good.
Yeah, it weighs about 1,500 pounds, has about 200 horses.
Wow, that is cool.
So it's got plenty of power.
Now, where's a feller get a kit car like that, man?
Well, you'd have to find someone that has one now. They didn't make but a few of them, and the guy that did it's out of business.
You know what? That is very unique, and I'm glad you got it, because you know what? You're probably the only one I know or ever seen that has one.
I don't think there's any more in Georgia. I know a guy in North Carolina that has one.
That is so cool, man. Wow. We honor you, sir, for building one while you had the chance.
Yes.
Because I don't know where I could get a body like that if I wanted one.
Just happened to find it.
That is awesome. All right. Step a little closer, man. We'll check it out. All right. What kind of specialties you got on that little motor, man?
It's a 60-degree engine, so it's very narrow between banks. It fits in there really well. And,
All right.
And the local guys that did this was Josh Mills' shop and Bert Litton. And they just, I got the chassis and the body suspension. I got the motor drivetrain, what I wanted, and they just fit it, did all the fitting for it, the plumbing, electrical.
Gotcha.
It's basic, no heater, no air, no radio, just a hot rod.
Wow, that is so cool. I love it. Little aluminum radiator in there.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's got homemade headers on it.
Now, I'm guessing this thing rides really good, too.
It rides pretty well. It's not bad.
What kind of rear end's under it?
That's a 9-inch Ford. It's narrowed, and it's a 350 ratio.
Wow, very nice.
So it gets about 35 miles a gallon when you're on the road in fifth gear.
Man, wow, you can get around really good in this little hot rod.
Oh, yeah.
Now, what'd you use for the front suspension?
I got that with a kit.
Okay.
It's just a straight axle like a standard 32 Ford, except that it has a rack and pinion steering.
Yeah.
Which works really well with that straight axle.
All right. Well, okay, man. That is very cool. And I see you hand-built a trailer to tow behind it.
Yes, the thing about that trailer that's unique is that frame underneath is from the same car as my little King Midget. That's a 58 King Midget frame. And I built, that's the reason the trailer looks kind of funky, is I built the trailer on that frame. I didn't cut it.
All right.
So it's just a little homemade teardrop. I carry my stuff in when I go to shows.
Yeah. Looks rather well behind the car.
Yeah, it fits.
That is cool.
It's sort of in scale, too.
That's fun, man.
Yeah.
That's pure fun.
Yeah, it is.
Now, how many of these micro cars do you own, so to speak?
I have two more. One of them is a King Midget. It has 12 horsepower, one cylinder. Then I have a Crosley, which is about 26 and a half horses, and it's a four-cylinder, 750cc.
Yeah, okay. All right, maybe one day we'll get to see the Crosley.
Yes, it'll be out soon.
All right. Fantastic, man. Now, I'd imagine you could power this thing with a motorcycle engine, too.
As a matter of fact, one of the guys that has these in California has a, what's the big Honda with the flat six? Valkyrie.
Okay.
He has a Valkyrie engine in his, which works great.
Wow, okay.
Because the reverse is already built into it. So you can get a flat floor. It's a really cool little, little package.
Yeah, okay.
So multiple options you could put in there, the engine.
All right, let's tell the viewers what it takes right quick in a short term. How do you register something like this and get it going?
You just have to go to Cartersville, Georgia, in the state of Georgia, and they check everything, and then they send off, make sure it's legit, not stolen, and safe, and then they send you a title from the state.
Very interesting.
Go from there.
Well, all right, sir. I thank you for showing us, man.
Thank you.
Very useful information there. All right. Dave, how are you, sir?
Fine, sir. You?
All right, man. That's a really nice truck you got, dude. I'm guessing 30s. What year is that?
33.
33.
33 Ford 1-ton.
Okay, you got that straight from John Walton, maybe? No?
I wish.
I hear you. Well, wouldn't that be something to get that?
Yes.
Get a hold of that original. But I see, man, you took a lot of time and effort with this one. This thing is gorgeous, man. Was it an original flatbed truck when you got it?
The bed was gone. The bed came off of another 50 model truck.
Okay, so this is a 1-ton truck, right?
It is a 1-ton. It is titled as a 1-ton in Minnesota.
Minnesota.
Where it come from.
All right, and I'm looking at your shirt, Dave, and I'm going Georgia Mountain Classics. What is that all about?
It's a car club in Blue Ridge, Georgia.
Okay.
We have 38 members. We have cruise in once a month, car show once a year.
Oh boy.
Year round.
All right, we might have to come up there and visit with you. Sounds good.
The fourth Friday night of every month.
Wow. Yeah,
April till October.
Okay.
And do a kids drive in December every year for kids.
All right. Amazing. Okay, I see you stuck with the Ford power plant in this. A lot of folks do the Chevy application, and you put the Ford in it. Man, that's great. I'm glad you did that. Step a little closer. Let's look at it. All right. Ford Racing valve covers. What kind of carburetor is that? That's a Holly.
Holly.
How big is that Holly, sir?
It's a 650 cubic foot.
Okay.
Holly. It's a 302 engine, bored 40 thousandths over.
Okay. Well, you hopped it up a little bit.
A little bit.
Yeah. You got AC on that thing, man?
No.
Okay.
Windows crank out.
Yeah, I got you. All right. That's kind of the same kind of AC I got.
Yeah,
so
yeah, 255 air.
I understand. Yep. Got to do the best we can, right?
Right.
All right. Did you paint this thing, man? Look
no.
at that paint.
Rusty Rhodes in Blue Ridge painted it.
Rusty Rhodes. All right.
He's a T-model restorer.
Well, evidently he does a good job on T-models. Look at that paint, would you? Beautiful, man. It's like a burgundy mirror there.
It's a 85 Mercedes Desert Red, supposedly is the color.
Wow. Okay, a Mercedes color. It goes great with the black running boards and all. It's beautiful, man.
Thank you.
The choice of wheels makes it just pop. And I see you got some kind of trunk on the bed of it here.
That's my
Let's take a look at it.
That's my toolbox.
Okay, toolbox. No dead bodies in there, right?
No.
No.
You don't have room to carry anything inside, so I had to have something to carry my junk, my chair, my tools in case I break down, duct tape.
Yep. Okay.
So
I probably should get me one too. Is that oak for the bed?
That's white oak.
White oak. All right. Did you do that yourself?
I had a sawmill cut the oak and borrowed a planer, and we planed it.
All right. Oh man, you could probably put some side rails on this thing to match it too, right?
I could.
Oh yeah. You can haul all kind of stuff on a flatbed truck.
They wanted me this morning if I'd bring them a load of gravel here this morning.
A load of gravel? I don't know if I'd put gravel on it, but
I told them firewood only.
Firewood only.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. You know, maybe you should clear coat a few logs and stack them on there, or get a beer keg or something. I don't know. It is an empty bed. You can haul whatever.
A case of dynamite.
A case of dynamite? That's an idea.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Hey, man, I appreciate you showing your truck to us, man. It's beautiful.
Y'all have a good day.
All right, you too.